Hi guys, today I'm going to go over a couple of stacking cup toys that I have. They're each going to work on your child's fine and gross motor skills along with cognitive skills. The first one I have are little nesting cups. These are pretty common and we have them in our classroom at Sonnets. To do these, your infant can play with them multiple ways. They can stack them either the correct way by putting them all together, or if you want to lay them out in front of them, and they could try to do it one by one. It doesn't have to be in order, and they could even use like their cognitive skills by saying, oh, this one doesn't fit into this one, I'll try it the other way. Or they might get a little frustrated, and that's okay. They'll soon figure out that they can get a different cup and stack it. Another fun thing is that they're all different colors. So as they're playing with it, if you want to say your infant is holding the blue one, you could be like, oh, you have the blue one. Can you put it in the yellow one? And they could put it in a yellow one or put the yellow one inside of it. Just different ways to make this small activity more challenging for them. Also with these, they have numbers on the bottom, so you could always show your infant them, and each one has like the specific amount of holes or shapes on the bottom, so you can count those with your infant as well. Here's the 8, it has 8 circles. 6 has 6 hexagons, so it kind of goes along that. That is the first one I'm going to show you. The second one I'm going to show you is a ring stack, which is kind of similar to the one we have in our classroom as well. This one just has a little llama head. It also has an interactive mode to it, so it'll light up and it'll say a couple things, and then as the infant takes them off, it'll keep talking, and as your infant stacks them back on, it'll make a fun little noise for them as like a little celebratory sound that they did it the right way. Again, with these, they don't have to put them in the right way. It will always fit the 3 or 5 rings that you have. And these also have colors, so you can go over that with your infant as well. Lastly, I have a more challenging one, which can be pretty hard for our infants, but it also really shows them their fine motor skills by balancing it. So these don't have to go on like a straight way like the ring stacker did. They can fall, they can tip, it kind of just stacks however. And it's the same thing, if they put a smaller one on the bigger one, it'll still fit. They just won't be able to put a bigger one back on top or it'll fall over. But if you don't have any of these ring stackers or stacking cups or stacking balls, you could easily use plastic cups at your house, and if they're different colors, the same thing. You can point out the colors. You can even, if they're plastic throwaway cups, you could even write the number or a number on the bottom of it. I hope you guys have fun playing with your infants and doing all these fun little activities. Don't feel bad if you do use the plastic cups. It's pretty common and they'll still have just as much fun with them.
Hi y'all! Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, happy, and healthy. Sending you a big bear hug! Hope you felt that, and I hope you enjoyed Miss Nicolette's really neat activity. I sure did. Today I'm going to do a nursery rhyme. This is a classic one. It's called The Wise Old Owl. We're going to be doing some finger play and some American Sign Language with this. Now, we're going to be doing 5 movements, 2 of which are ASL. The ASL we're going to do is owl and also tree to describe the oak in the story. And we're going to be doing owl twice in the story to describe the bird at the end, because we're still talking about that owl. So even though we're not using the word owl, it's the wise old bird which we're talking about, the owl. So we're also going to add in the hoo, the sound effect for the owl at the end of the story to better describe what we're talking about. The wise old owl is hoo, hoo. So wise old bird will be hoo, hoo. So it's going to be just tying it all in together to make the song and story more fluid. Now this nursery rhyme can be sung or it could be spoken. You could use it for music and movement, or you could do it during story time. You can incorporate all the finger play and ASL I'm doing with you today on this video for a later time, or you can simplify it if you want to just do the ASL for the owl and the sound effect for the owl, or you could just do the sound effect. Whichever way you want, parents, it's your choice. I just like giving you a lot of options. The more finger play I feel like, the more the infant stays engaged. Also, I just love the ASL for owl. It's really cool. So let's go over some of the ASL. So for owl, it's going to be like looking out binoculars. So your hands are going to be like binoculars to emphasize the owl's big shiny eyes. So you're going to make your hands into circles and cup them over your eyes, touching your thumb, and then you're going to move them inward and outward. Ow! And then for the oak in the story, we're going to do tree to keep it simple. You're going to use your one arm as the ground, and you're going to flip it over if you want to grab the bottom of the tree, or you could keep it like this, whichever is more comfortable for you. And then the arm is like the tree trunk and the bark, and then your hand, your palm, is like where the tree starts to open up with the branches, and the fingers, the fingertips are like leaves, and they're going to be moving the tree limbs, the leaves, in the breeze, and moving your wrist back and forth, twisting it. There's tree. And then for the other words in the nursery rhyme, I thought of, for the more he saw, it would be like surveying the landscape from a high perch in that tree where the owl is sitting. And the less he spoke phrase, it's going to be like quiet, because that wise old owl is being quiet, speaking less, listening more. And for the more he heard, we're going to bring in your ear. So you could use your one hand and cup it behind your ear and lean in like you're listening closely to what your infant is saying or the sounds that they're making. And then for the phrase, why aren't, we're going to be doing like, why? And for the end, for the wise old bird, like I said, we're going to do the owl again, and we're going to hoot at the end. Hoo, hoo. Now, parents, you could say this. You could say hoot, hoot, or just hoot, or you can make it sound more realistic with hoo, hoo. Any which way you want. It's totally up to you. And I'm going to use the phrase wise old bird a little bit longer with the hoot, hoot, because I like to make sound effects. And I'm going to do the verse twice for the nursery rhyme so it lasts longer. Parents, you could keep it as short as sweet as you want as well. You could just say it once or sing it once. Just engaging your infant into the story. And yeah, it's a really cool one. It's as old as Mother Goose herself, and I just love what the nursery rhyme is conveying, to listen more and to speak less. And we could all be doing that. So it's a nursery rhyme that will last through the ages. So I hope you like it. Here we go. The Wise Old Owl. A wise old owl sat in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we all like the wise old bird? Hoo, hoo. A wise old owl sat in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we all like that wise old bird? Hoo, 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 hoo. All done! Yay! The end! I hope you like that, and I hope we see you on our Zoom. To all of you, all big bear hugs. Miss you all so much. Until next time, bye!